This is supposed to be fun, but I'm just not feeling it. What about you guys? You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about all this rap beef lately, highlighted by the Ryan Upchurch, Adam Calhoun, Tom MacDonald, Mesus nonsense is what I'm going to call it. Look, man, rap battles and then rap beefs, diss tracks have been a part of the game since the very beginning, the late 70s. I mean, it used to be called, there didn't used to be diss tracks until Roxanne's Revenge in 1984 was the first real diss track on wax. Before that, we have battle rap, which is MCs facing off against each other in person, with a crowd determining the victor by their who's applauding the loudest. You could have individual battles. You could have posse versus posse battles. And in the beginning, the victors were decided by who had the better skills according to the crowd, who had the better rhymes, who was more clever on the beat. Kumo D battled Busy B back in the day. Things shifted a little bit, and Kumo D unleashed what is considered the first personal attack in a rap battle. He started talking about how Busy B recycled all the same rhymes and how he paid other people to do rhymes for him, like Spoonie G, but then never paid him for those rhymes, etc. And that spawned the diss tracks. We've had so many over the years. I mean, Kool Moe Dee himself went on to battle LL Cool J over a lot of different songs on wax. Cool J went on to battle a bunch of other people, MC Shan and so many others. And now here we are all the way up in 2024, and a lot of people have been asking me, Jared, we know you love hip-hop. We know you love this culture and this music, man. Why are you not reacting to all these rap battles that are going on? All these rap, not battles, I should say, all this rap beef, all these diss tracks, because we have had a lot. And I have not been reacting to them, and I'm going to get to it here in a minute, but I'm aware of them all. I've been listening to them all. I listened to everything from Kendrick. I listened to all of Drake's stuff. I listened to the whole, let's see, I don't think I missed anything with the Upchurch and the Adam Calhoun and Mesus thing. I've listened to Flawdzilla's diss track on Church. I've listened to Church's on Tom MacDonald. I watched every single one of Ryan Upchurch's videos leading up into all this stuff, and I just can't. I can't co-sign any of this. That's why I'm not reacting to it. This is supposed to be fun. This isn't fun for me, and I can't co-sign on what I'm seeing. You know, but before I was recording this here today, I watched Cliff Beats, a channel I highly recommend. If you're not following Cliff, you should go do that. I was watching his reaction to first Adam's Where the Diss Tracks video, and then Mesus's Receipts for Upchurch video, and then I watched him do Mesus's diss track, Dying Church. And you know what? He didn't enjoy any of that. From the way it looked to me, none of that was fun for Cliff, and I feel you, man. None of this is fun. Like, this shit got all fucked up along the way, and that's why I'm not participating in it, despite the fact I have respect for rap beef, I have respect for rap battles, I get it in the culture, but I'm not down with any of this one, man. Like, I didn't react to the Kendrick Lamar Drake stuff because I was in the middle of a family crisis, and I couldn't be stopping and recording rap songs. Like, I just didn't care. Like, I didn't care. It was cool to take a couple minutes or more to listen to the track and go, wow, that was sick, and then just get back to the hellacious drama that was going on in my life. And then I've chosen not to participate in the whole Ryan Upchurch thing. And let me say a couple things off the top, because I disagree with Cliff Beats a little bit. Cliff talked a whole lot about some things in his video, and I respect his opinion, but I disagree slightly. Off the get-go, I love Ryan Upchurch's music. I have been listening to him for several years now. I could go back and find the first date if I wanted to, but it was prior to COVID. His song Holler Boys is a very important song to me, like it is to so many people, but I have a dead best friend who meant everything to me. And I had a little core group of friends that we were involved with that song encapsulates everything that we are about. That song for me became a memory of my friend, and I treasure that, and I cherish that, and that means a lot to me. And I am grateful to Ryan Upchurch for making that song. I think he has written some of the most beautiful lyrics that I've ever heard. Case in point, I actually have to look this up because I want to get it right. But his song "Fallen," the chorus on that is some of the most beautiful words I've ever heard. If you feel like you're fallen, tell me, and I'll also make the leap. And if you feel like you're empty, let me in your soul. I'll fix the leak. That almost makes me want to tear up. Like, that fucking hits me, man. Like, that shit hits me, dude. That is some of the most beautiful poetry, song lyrics written in the history of music, in my opinion. Like, that is amazing. He has put together just some rap bangers that I've greatly enjoyed. He has made what I think is the greatest country rap song of all time, Country Like That, off of his Blue Jeans album. I think he's got a lot of talent. And I can't even listen to his music anymore, unfortunately. And it has nothing to do with the fact that he insulted Tom MacDonald. It has everything to do with the fact I've been watching all this guy's videos for years now, and I just can't co-sign on this behavior anymore. Like, I can't sit here and be like, "No, that's great, that's good for you." Like, it's been fucked up, and the beefs have been fucked up. His behavior in the videos is it's wild to read the comment section in these videos, because if you criticize this guy, there's so many people in his fan base that just go buck wild. Buck wild. But I mean, there's one of two things going on here. And I challenge anybody to go back and watch. If you disagree with what I'm saying, please go back and watch Ryan Upchurch's videos. I don't mean his music. I mean, start watching his Kylie Rodney videos, if you can stomach them. Start watching his videos about the Emerald Tablets. Start watching his videos about the cave that was found in Tennessee that has the like 2,000-year-old hieroglyphics or whatever on there. Not hieroglyphics, but cave drawings in it. Go on Instagram, read his comments on people where he's offering to teach them enlightenment. It's just a lot of weird things going on. The way that he's speaking in a lot of his videos is not the way that Ryan Upchurch used to talk in videos. And one of two things is either happening, like I said a second ago, he's either putting on an act for the camera, okay? Kind of like Conor McGregor. You all know who Conor McGregor is, okay? The MMA fighter. Like, he's got kind of an exuberant personality, right? In regular life, but when the cameras are on him, he cranks that shit up. On a scale of 1 to 10, he cranks it up to fucking 15. You know what I mean? And some people find it cringy, but some people find it where it sells a lot of pay-per-views, okay? And so maybe Ryan is speaking in the way that he's speaking, with the crazy eyes and the fucking voice inflectuations up and down and going from whispering to yelling and zooming in on the camera and making the fucking crazy eyes and looking sweaty and the fucked up pupils. Maybe all that's an act to get clicks. If that's the case, I don't like that. That's some fake ass shit I don't like. If it's not an act, that's really how he is, and it's very erratic and odd. And it gives every indication of someone who seems to be having a substance abuse problem, namely uppers. Like, and the guy's talked about Adderall a lot. He's talked about Adderall in his songs. Like, he gets accused of being on Adderall all the time, and he looks like someone who is on Adderall. He sounds like someone who's been up for days. He sounds paranoid. He says wild things. He thinks cave paintings are about him and his friends. He's comparing himself to, in one video, he compares himself to Elon Musk, Jesus Christ, and Kanye. Like, he's claiming to be an enlightened being from another time, like reincarnated, like wild stuff, man. I don't know how anybody co-signs on this. It's just wild stuff. And it got to the point where it's so fucking wild, I can't listen to old boy's music now. And this is before the Tom shit. I'm like, dude, I'm starting to have a hard time listening to your music because you're just getting, like, wild. And then he starts talking about Tom MacDonald, okay? But instead of saying anything that makes sense about Tom MacDonald, he starts talking about this video called The System, where in the video, which is telling the story of the song visually, he's wearing all black and perched over a baby's crib, and he's talking about evil shit, because that's what the song is about, how he was portraying a characterization of the system and how it starts trying to attack children as soon as they're born. The system tries to grab them. It's clear. You don't need to be a genius to figure out what Tom was saying here. It's obvious. Upchurch is acting like he doesn't understand what's happening, like Tom is an evil person who's speaking ill things to babies, like he doesn't get it. And I thought, wow, that's really weird. He must not have watched the whole video and he's too busy. And I just brushed it off. And then he comes out with his shower video, dude, where he's in the shower talking shit. Tom MacDonald, I'm coming for you, buddy, or whatever, and everybody else. And I was like, wow, that's fucking weird behavior, dude. You're in the shower. Like, what a weird thing to choose to make your announcement. And what are you coming at Tom MacDonald for? Like, that's weird, but okay, because Tom's never said shit about church. Then he starts explaining why he's coming after Tom, and it's because Tom made fun of country music, which he didn't do. Tom made fun of country rap by wearing a silly outfit in his John Rich video, which, I mean, I guess you could interpret it that way, because he wore a country western style outfit with fringe and a silly cowboy hat while he's doing a country-esque song with a famous country singer about the end of the world. I mean, okay, but he certainly wasn't making fun of everybody. And then he starts bitching about how he's Canadian and getting involved in American politics. Well, he lives here. I'm pretty sure he's got his citizenship now. He pays taxes here. He's given like $250,000 to the vets here. Like, he's lived here like a decade. Like, this isn't a problem. Like, this is no reason to be talking shit about them. And then he starts saying Tom's a Satanist because there's a line where the phrase Hail Satan appears in the song, which, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and explain it too deep, but Tom was simply giving a euphemism about what other people would do if he were killed by crazy people. Like, it was just a throwaway song in a line. And none of this made any sense. And, oh, guess what? Upchurch has an album coming out, okay? And then his Y Boys disc comes out, and I just wasn't impressed by it. I was like, okay, I don't like this song. All this shit you're saying is just regurgitated Mac Lethal disses. So I decided not to react to it, because I don't want to bash Upchurch, dude. I like Upchurch. But I just wasn't down with it. I'm like, this is whack. You're clearly just, like, trying to fucking capitalize on Tom's big shit with Ben Shapiro, which came out at the exact same time. What a coincidence. And then, you know, he goes on from there, doesn't get a response, and he starts making these other videos, which I'm still watching his videos, where he starts talking about Adam Calhoun, but he's not naming him, but he's clearly talking about him, about going to prison and being tough and showing up at my house. And like, everybody who knows anything knows that's what's going on. Like, clearly he's talking about Adam. Then Adam shows in the comments, and then church misconstrues the comment. Like, you've all seen it, right? Mesus just laid it all out. And I agree with everything Mesus said. We can all see it. And I don't like any of that shit. Like, it's, to me, if you have a problem with somebody, you have a problem with that person, like, go to that person. Like, his problem with Adam made no sense. His problem with Tom made no sense, okay? Then he comes to Adam, and his problem with Adam is, supposedly Adam made secret diss tracks while recording The Brave One in Upchurch's studio, and Upchurch was recording everything around him, video and audio surveillance, and has the diss tracks now. Like, okay, that's fucking retarded, but okay. If that's a real thing, release the diss tracks then. Hence Adam's video that just came out the other day, Where Are the Diss Tracks, it was titled. But just, it's like, that's just a weird fucking thing. And then he's complaining about little videos that, like, Adam made with Tom, like the one where they're pretending that Tom is pregnant and they're birthing a new album. Like, it's clearly satire about what's going on in the world right now with this crazy stuff that we see. Like, it's literally just satire of pop culture. Like, anybody with a brain gets that, and I think Upchurch gets that. But instead, he acts like he's offended by it. Like, Adam has gone against his morals, and Upchurch can't co-sign on somebody going against his morals. And we got morals up here in Creek Squad. Morals, Creek Squad. Like, that's literally what he said in a video. Like, either he's gaslighting his fans who just can't see it, and he's hoping they'll go along with it, or he doesn't know. And I just don't believe he's that dumb. Like, I don't think he's dumb. So he's gaslighting people, and I don't like it. Those are bitch moves to me. I can't co-sign on any of this shit. Like, what's going on? Like, why are you blowing all this up? And then he's talking shit. I see him. He talks shit about Jelly. He talks shit about Jelly's. Like, he's sitting there in one of those videos, and he's like, I'm not the one that's got a church on the front of my album cover while I'm out there saying I only talk to God when I need a favor. What the fuck is that? Then he's talking about how Struggle and Jelly showed up at his house uninvited, and that was some bullshit. Who gave them his fucking address, and blah, 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 blah. And then he goes, I'm not the one selling out to the mainstream, doing these big concerts. Clearly talking about Jelly and Struggle, because Struggle's opening for Jelly and all this shit. Like, and it's just, it's enough, dude, enough. And then we circle back to the Kelly Rodney, I don't even know how to say her name, Kylie Roddy. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. It's just when he went down this rabbit hole, I was like, this dude is saying wild stuff, and there must be some reason for it, right? I was like, there's got to be some reason for this, but I don't care enough. I don't care about this girl. I'm not going to sit here and come on YouTube and pretend I care about some person getting killed who I've never met. People die every day that I've never met. You can't care about everybody. I'm too busy caring about my people in my world, okay, to care about other people in some other world halfway across the country that I know nothing about, okay? Just facts. And so I didn't dive into this whole shit with Church on this case, okay? But when he started acting all crazy again with all this stuff, I started wondering what was going on with that. So I started Googling it, trying to find out whatever became of this whole thing. Like was Church right? Because he was saying this girl didn't exist, that she was fake. Like a fake person, that it was a GoFundMe scam set up by a bunch of fake people in Truckee, California, that there was a fake sheriff's, like not even a real fucking sheriff's department, like wild stuff. And I heard all that and I was like, he's got to have some receipts for this, but I don't care enough to go down this rabbit hole. And so a few months back, I thought, what's happening with all this? And I go look it up and I stumble across the defamation case that this family has filed against Upchurch, because the Tennessee law firm that has it has made the whole thing fucking public. So you can go read all the paperwork on this case. You can read, it's like a 25-page fucking lawsuit. You can read everything Upchurch said about this poor girl and her family. And it's crazy. It's way more than I realized. Way more. And I can't fucking say that that's cool. I can't come on this channel and be like, go check this dude out. Who then people go to his channel and they see all that and they're like, what is this? So you can see, I'm not down with what Ryan did with that girl's family. And then on top of that, all right, you've got during the same time period where he's making all of these videos and doing this stuff with Tom, he's on Instagram, right? And he's dropping the N-word, albeit not with a hard R, okay? But in all these comments all over the place. And then he drops it in a song as well. And a YouTube channel, another reactor named FTB Reacts gets wind of this, black dude. And he makes a video pointing this out and basically says he doesn't like it, which is his right as a black man to have a problem with that word. Like, I grew up around black people. I respect their feelings about that word, and there's a wide variety of opinions about that word. Okay, you've got like the Stevie Knight, if you want to just stick with reactors, you've got like the Stevie Knight end of the spectrum where he don't ever want to say it, he don't want to hear it, like fuck that shit. And then you've got like Flawed. Okay, Flawed calls everybody that word, says it 300 times during a fucking video, calls white dudes, black dudes, he don't care if a white dude calls him that in that context, like he just don't give a shit. And you have everything that's in between, okay? And I have respect for whatever your opinion is about that as a black person. Like, I don't care. I don't really care what your opinion is as a white guy. I don't fucking care, okay? But FTB Reacts had a problem with Church using that word in the song and then in the comments on YouTube, and he made a fairly respectful video where he was like, I just can't react to you no more. You really is disappointing. Church takes that video, chops it all up, turns it into some bullshit, into a lie. Like, I saw the original, I saw Church's response. He lied on this dude's little YouTube channel. He's bigger than me. He still only had like 28,000 subs at the time. Like, this is a flea on the dog that is Upchurch, if that, okay? Like, Church shouldn't even be aware of this dude, but instead he's making videos about him. He's distorting what he said. He made it sound like this dude had a problem with him not liking Tom MacDonald, and basically had those in Creek Squad who were down to do this type of thing shit all over this dude's channel. Like, he made a channel twisting what the guy said. He made a video, twisting what the dude said, and then Creek Squad went and shit all over the guy. And then he made another video basically saying that, you know, you shouldn't care if I use the N-word or not. And then you can go in the comment section and see all these Upchurch fans yelling at this black dude for getting upset about the N-word. Who even was really upset. He was just like, I'm not down with you using it, so I'm not going to support what you're doing anymore. It was just appalling to me. I'm like, what the hell? Like, why would you flex on this tiny little YouTube channel? No disrespect, FTB Reacts. What the fuck is that? Like, black people have the right to have opinions about that word. Period. And every white person that thinks it's cool to use that word, it's your choice. But none of you are just walking up to random black people and dropping it. I don't give a fuck who you are. You're not. I don't care what you say. After that, we have Flawedzilla, right? Flawed calls out the FTB Reacts bullshit that happens. Church makes a bunch of fucking lies about Flawed. Church's fucking fans make bullshit accusations against Flawed, twist around saying that Flawed's talking shit on Church's unborn child. None of these things happened, right? And then Church once again makes a video talking all this shit, making up lies. It's like there's a pattern here, you guys. There's a pattern. Church starts drama. Church starts lying. I'm not down with that. I mean, that's what led to Flawdzilla's diss track, which I mentioned earlier. I reacted to, but then didn't post because it's depressing. Like, this whole thing is like, what the fuck is happening here? I look at this and I'm like, this looks like a meltdown. This gives every outward indication of a complete and total meltdown. And if that's not what it is, then it's an act to appear that way. Either way, it sucks. But that shit with that girl is just beyond the pale, man. Like, you can't do that to somebody. And then I see, and I couldn't go back and watch him, but I see in the past couple months he's made more videos about this poor girl and her poor family, who's most definitely a very real person. Like, her very real parents have filed a very real lawsuit against Upchurch. And there was no reason for it. There was no reason to attack that girl. There was no reason to attack that girl's family. And it pains me when I see other reactors. And I'm not trying to talk shit on Cliff Beats. I fucking love Cliff Beats. But it pains me when, like, I see him, like he hears Mesus say, you know, about Upchurch playing CSI, or he sees Adam talking about the family in the video, but he doesn't know the details, because you got to go down this giant fucking rabbit hole to find the details. But it pains me when they're just like, oh, you know, yeah, he likes to investigate stuff, right? Like, nah, dog, he didn't investigate stuff. He shit all over this poor girl's family, and kind of crapped all over a bunch of true crime YouTubers too, who I don't care about them either. So I'm not here to defend them. They can defend themselves, but I don't know. It's a jacked up situation. And then he just took what was supposed to be fun. Like, this whole independent rap scene has been fun. I've enjoyed discovering this. Instead of having a playful battle, or a, hey, I'm a better rapper than Tom MacDonald, or I'm a better rapper, like, let's battle Adam. It just comes out of a bunch of bullshit. It's like, oh, you fucked me over and you did all these things, and I can't. And then it all culminates, like the icing on the cake is this poor girl and her family, which are just getting shit all over still on his YouTube channel, and I just can't with any of this stuff. So I can't fuck with these reactions. I cannot do these diss tracks back and forth. I don't want to break it down. Honestly, I might not even listen. Like, I heard Mesus's, and like, dude, you did a good job, dog. And it was all facts, and it was super depressing. I don't want to participate. I don't want to give any air to this. Like, this shit sucks. Like, and that's why. That's it. That's all I got to say about it, I think. I mean, and maybe it seems like I'm one-sided in this because I've only sat here and said shit about Upchurch. Well, because that's all I see. I don't see Tom MacDonald doing anything to warrant any problems with Upchurch. I don't see Adam Calhoun doing a damn thing to warrant any problems with Upchurch. Like, have you guys watched that Fleas video from church? That is the most insane video I have ever watched. Like, how do you watch that video and think that that dude's not having serious problems? Like, he's either intentionally gaslighting the ever-living shit out of all of us, or he's having serious problems. It's wild. And it's sad. And I feel bad. I feel like he has a certain people of his fan base that I feel like if they were fans of Amy Winehouse, they would have been like, nah, girl, let me buy you a fucking drink. Be sending this girl bottles of vodka in the mail or something, when you should have been like, yo, fucking chill. We care about you. And the thing that really, and I guess I'll try to end it with this, that just depresses me is I don't need to know all this extra information about Upchurch. I wish I didn't. I wish he didn't take his fucking dirty laundry and just air it all over the internet and make all these videos that where he's just acting wild. And you know what? It's my choice to watch him. It's not Upchurch's fault that I watched that shit. I wish I hadn't, because then I might still be able to enjoy this dude's music. And I'm hoping if I take a long enough break from this guy, that I'll be able to enjoy his music once again. Or if he has some come to Jesus moment where he's like, fuck, I'm acting a fool, and makes a video about that, then I can start getting some respect back for him and what he's doing. But otherwise, that's it. I don't want to go down this rabbit hole. I don't want to hear any more of Mesus' disses. I'm hoping Adam don't make any. He probably is. I don't know. I see Church came out with that Red Rum thing, and I don't know, some no title version fucking 3 now. I love that first no title one too. That was a dope track, but I just can't. I don't want to hear it. So it's not going to be on my channel. Sorry, everybody. Appreciate you rocking with me. If you're watching this video, I don't even want to get into it in the comments. I just don't. Like, I spend enough time in the world of Ryan Upchurch that he provides to us in all of his videos. And again, I'm not talking about the music. I'm talking about all the others where I feel like my opinion is solid. It's either he's faking all of that, and I'm not down with all that, or that's the real deal, and I'm not down with that either. So that's it. I'll be skipping all the beef and moving on to other things as soon as we get some other music from any of these guys that's not related to this. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are having a good one. I'll see you on the next one. And a quick thank you. We broke 10,000. Thanks, everybody. Peace.